Well, we're going to be heading to Edmonton Police Service Headquarters to deliver a notice of termination on behalf of the people of Edmonton for the termination of Mike Wasylyshen. It was established by concerned citizens who have a problem with the fact that not only was Mike Wasylyshen not terminated for the violence that he conducted on numerous occasions, but he's actually being promoted into a position of authority and mentorship, which I think is entirely unjust and the entire incorrect move to be making in order to on behalf of the Edmonton Police Service. We have met on a few occasions with specific police members. We attended a public meeting recently where probably 6 or 7 of us were able to speak and express our concerns. They have heard our concerns, but they have not done anything to acknowledge them.
Some people might think that coming out over and over again to protest the promotion of Mike Wasylyshen is beating a dead horse, because the police department has already said that there's nothing they can do to reverse their decision to promote him. But we are meeting over and over again so that the police and the city and the provincial government know that the people are the watchdogs, and we are not going to allow this mistake to be forgotten or repeated.
Nor are we going to allow that man to ever become chief of police.
Oh. Yeah. So the people of Edmonton have decided to terminate his employment, and we have some Sharpies so everyone here can sign their name under or behind or on the back of, or however much room we need, so that when we deliver this notice of termination, this pink slip, to Mike Wasylyshen at the police department office, they will know that it's not a bunch of nutcases who are crying over a dead issue. But we are the citizens of Edmonton, and we take this very seriously. We're not going to drop it.
Nepotism in a police force is corruption.
Does everybody want the mic?
Period. And we have to have confidence in it. We have to think they're going to uphold the law, not break it, and then not be held accountable.
For those who'd like to sign the pink slip for Mike Wasylyshen to be terminated from his employment, please come over here and sign the pink slip, participate in democracy, and having a voice as the people of the public saying brutality and violence in the police force is unacceptable, and the standard of practice should be, if you commit a violent crime as a police officer, you should be terminated immediately. That should be the policy. It doesn't exist presently. We are going forth towards that. We have legal representation as well involved who are going to take it to court, so we change some of those policies. So Mike Wasylyshen will never be chief of police.
Yeah.
And not be held accountable.
Woo. Yeah.
Take a hike, Mike.
Take a hike, Mike.
Take a hike, Mike.
Take a hike.
I want people knowing who is opposing this promotion and who might be talking about police brutality. The reality is, it does happen. If this man gets away with this forever, I guarantee you we are going to have police services in Edmonton that really are not for the people, but against the people. And we'll all be treated like criminals before we're even asked our name. We'll all be hurt and tasered before they even give us our rights. Police are not judges. Police are not the justice system in its entirety. Their job is to protect and keep safe. That's their position. Their job might be to arrest, but it's not to convict. And for them to turn around and say and taser a 17-year-old Aboriginal youth in 68 seconds, 8 times in 68 seconds, that's police brutality.
Their job is not to punish.
Their job is not to punish. And the reality is, he should have been charged with attempted manslaughter, because people can die from being tasered. There was a gentleman who was tasered at the Edmonton National Airport some time ago, and he died as a result from the tasering. So people can die from that type of assault. It was a blatant assault, deliberate, and Mike Wasylyshen did it at a time when he was wearing his uniform.
I think that sometimes we, over the course of all of the protests and discussions that we've had with the police, we may have lost a little bit of perspective on what the real issue is, where this started from. And it started, like, what are we calling violent? We've used the term violence repeatedly in trying to describe Mike Wasylyshen's track record. But when we're talking about violence, we're talking about torture. This man repeatedly, there was an unconscious Aboriginal youth, and this man described what it felt like to be tasered as feeling like there are horses inside of your body trying to kick their way out. Or he used the term or described it as feeling like being beaten by baseball bats on all sides of your body. Now this man inflicted that pain upon an unconscious youth 8 times in 1 minute. 8 times. I think we have a hard time visualizing what that actually means. There are 17-year-olds in the audience here, I believe, or somewhere close. This is a young man, 17 years old. So I would like it if everyone could join me. Let's put it into perspective and count. Let's hear what that 8. Let's try to visualize what 8 times in 68 seconds actually sounds like. So I'm going to count, and if you could just count along with me, we'll count 8 taserings in 1 minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times on an unconscious individual. This is not just violence, it's cowardice.
You can't tell me it's okay to taser a child. He's not even legal age. He's not 18. He's not even assigning authority for himself. A parent needed to be contacted at that time when the child was found passed out somewhere. That child didn't need to be tasered 8 times. If you have children, understand that this man had no qualms of assaulting a sleeping child. To me, when I look at a 17-year-old, I see a child. I don't see an adult. And how can we teach the young people to have a respect for the police service in this city and to have a trust when they're tasering children and getting away with it?
Doesn't it just defy reason that a person who has already performed acts which would preclude their consideration as an applicant to be a police officer is given second chances, is retained on the job, and is given the honor of promotions?
And is given a weapon.
Well, yes, and given a weapon. And this all defies logic. It is incomprehensible that this kind of thing can happen. And it's up to the people to stand up, because the institutions are not accountable to the people unless we make them account. That's all I want to say.
Let us march. Let us march together to that police headquarters. Let us go inside this time and serve on behalf of Joe Public and all the people who say that the promotion of Mike Wasylyshen was wrong. Let us march into that building and serve notice. He is terminated. On behalf of the people who opposed the recent promotion of Mike Wasylyshen with Edmonton Police Service, we hereby serve notice of termination with this pink slip signed by many people of the public. Please be aware, we will not stop until Edmonton City Police corrects the mistake they made in promoting Mike Wasylyshen. You in your uniform should hold it in high integrity, and we ask and we insist that you review your decision. Hi. Thank you. Could you please get that to Mike?
So that will be delivered right away.
Thank you. Take a hike, Mike.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Take a hike, Mike!
You too.
Okay.